Boycott BAT Awards. Thug Culture Night, we say no. Protest with us at Peacock Theater, Sunday, June 28th, 4 p.m. PT.
Now that Jake Lang is officially out on bond after making terroristic threats outside of a courthouse down in Texas, he has decided to take his extreme rhetoric to Los Angeles, and not just Los Angeles, but to the BET Awards itself. He has indicated on his official X accounts he is going to be fighting black culture. Let me know your thoughts over in the comments, because there's a lot of individuals talking about how this is not a political statement. All that Jake Lang actually wants to accomplish with this is cause extreme chaos and disruption outside of an event that is supposed to be celebrating black culture. But as he has indicated in his official post, he wants to fight against black culture. So let me know your thoughts over in the comments, but also remember, you guys, to like this video, share this video, and make sure you drop me a follow. Thanks.
What's happening? I didn't watch the BET Awards, ironically, because I forgot. But I don't keep up with award shows in general anymore. But this thing with Jake Lang, right? He is just an avatar for a stalker. And I say that because I saw the clip, and I saw him with the guys, and all these guys are look doty, fat, out of shape, Pillsbury Doughboy built angry people who really don't have nobody to be angry at but themselves. And when, there's been a thing on social media where if you black, you go, they're just white people who just have a thing about following black people, right? And we're doing this for America. We're raising our children. If Jake Lang is a parent, he's a terrible example of what a father's supposed to be. Terrible. Went to jail multiple times for dumb shit. By the way, dumb shit. I'm fighting for America. No, you're not. You're fighting for attention. And I'm gonna do it this way because I've seen this play too many times. Because of the political climate, this is racist opportunity to get attention, traction, what do you call that? Notoriety, and hopefully money, right? We saw, Trump, the last time it happened, there was a wave of guys too. So you've had that, from all the guys that supported him, from Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan was already a thing prior to that, so I'm not doing that with Joe Rogan. But, Joe Rogan, Andrew Schultz, what was it, Theo Vaughn, Nick Fuentes, Fresh and Fit, even Tommy Sotomayor. Tommy was a thing prior to that too, so I'm not even, but it's guy after guy after guy. Sneeko, I forget all these other guys, man. But it's been a thing. So the premise is, blame black people for everything, and push racist stereotypes at the same time while you're doing degenerate stuff, while you're doing sometimes illegal, sometimes immoral, but in generally degenerate stuff, and we're just supposed to overlook it. So with people like that, it's like, didn't you get in trouble one at a time, and black people had to pull you out and save your goofy ass life? But it's black people's fault. It's black people's fault that you put yourself in bad situations. You got smacked up over there at the BET Awards just because you want to antagonize people. And I've said it before. It's the same thing that, I don't see the people with the Trump flags anymore. I don't see the people as and I'll say it this way, as the the fantasy about what a Trump era was going to be for a lot of you racists, fake patriots, whatever you are, right? Same thing with the Tea Party. It was the same thing. When when you thought you was going to get a certain America because you got who you wanted in power and it didn't work, you slowly faded away, and you want to be hidden. And all Jake Lang is kind of like, what was that boy? Richard Spencer, Milo, I forgot his long last name, something Nopolis, you know, it's that all over again, you know. So you wind up in a situation where when the politics die down, it's going to be an issue. You know, now we have the thing where, oh, the country is beholden to Israel. And now, once again, Jewish people ain't white. I don't know how, you know, and I'm going to get into that too. First of all, I don't know how y'all say Jewish people ain't white because they're from Russia, Poland, Germany, like literally from Russia over, you know. That's where they're from. The same y'all are from the same places. Austria, y'all are from the same exact place. Some of y'all are from Germany. Y'all are from the same exact places. Y'all families are from the same exact place, but all of a sudden we're not the same people. It's crazy. But more importantly, it's irrational. And this concept of I'm going to be irrational and do irrational things, but this is just a sophisticated plan, and you're going to see how on the end of it, boom, in the finale, the genius shows up, and you see how all of this stuff fits together like it wasn't Crash. Got a Memento or something. It's one of the, because they make movies like that where it all comes like Usual Suspects, like when everything comes together at the end, like like, oh wow. It's like, yeah, that's not how things are going. You're just being irrational because it's provocative and it can try to make you some money. You get what I'm saying? That's all it is. And what winds up happening at the end of the day now is the American economy and the American judicial system and what do you call that? Damn. Is it? It is the judicial system, but it's the criminal, I don't know, criminal defense, let's just say complex. Let's just do it that way. They can't afford to hold up the BS anymore. They let, terroristic threats, January 6th, you got pardoned and you went off here doing some more dumb shit. And you're par for the course, just like the guy that got that got pardoned. He wound up, now he's in jail for murder. And just like, and I got to get to the irrational part again. My bad. Like, oh, we have these black stereotypes, and a lot of the black stereotypes from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s don't really fit right now. But but people are so accustomed to them, they just keep repeating them. But it is what it is. And people are like, oh, these people aren't raised without fathers, just like Austin Metcalf's dad. Raised without fathers. I'm like, y'all, we could actually say white guys are always in the household because they're raping their kids. We could say that too. You know that, right? Because that's y'all got a thing for that. Like, we don't, you can be the great American dad and the great American humper at the same time, right? Y'all got a thing for that. Ex Tim Tebow. That's a problem, to say the least. But getting like this stuff is irrational because this concept that white America is the blueprint for honesty and fairness and good moral and family values and lovers of God. It is no, good business. No, no, no. Sorry, no. But you try to bring stuff like that to the table after you do stuff like that. Let me go try to crash in a war show. And I should have said this earlier, and my apologies. He didn't have a lot of guys with him. Like that shit starting to wane down. Some of them have the mask on their face because, truth be told, a lot of you racists are more racist when you're unemployed. Then when you become employed, you hide. Like, I got a job. This is why I got this mask on. I can't be traveling. I can't be. It costs a lot of money to be riding around here just messing with people for no damn reason. So to me, people like Jake Lang, consummate shit starter who doesn't really want the problems that he creates, but it's provocative. I forgot the other guy that was with Richard Spencer, the older guy who was all snooty. But it's the same premise. Y'all wait. We get it, man. America was built on racism, but and generally, if you're a white American, you used to be able to waste your life being racist and still live a good life. But the economy ain't holding y'all up no more. So it is what it is. Now you just gonna go broke doing this stuff. And by the way, the vast majority of racists were broke, just for the record. But I'm gonna leave it at that, man. Catch y'all on the next one. Tell me what you think about this one. Peace.